Hello, I'm Fatima Ramsey and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about some few important things you need to know about your hair, which will help you or guide you in choosing your hair regimen, and also it will help you in growing a healthy hair. First thing you should know about your hair is your hair texture or your hair type. So there is a whole lot of hair descriptions from 1 to 4C. You can check this chart, and from there you can know which your hair fits into. For most people, they do not just have one type of hair type on their head. They can have a mixture of different hair types, but you can go for the one that is more dominant on your hair. For me, I know definitely that I have 4C hair type, and my hair is very prone to shrinkage. In fact, it has been described that people with 4C type hair have lots of shrinkage, and for some of them, shrinkage can get to 70 to 80%, and I fall into that category. The next thing you should know about your hair is your hair porosity. So the porosity of your hair is the ability of it to absorb moisture and hold on to it. There are 3 types of hair porosity. There's the high porosity hair, there is the normal porosity hair, and then there's the low porosity hair. So how do you know what type of hair porosity you have? There are several tests you can do, but the tests that I have done personally are 2. The first one is the water test. You fill a bowl with water. So after washing your hair and combing it, you take a strand of hair from the comb and then you put in the water. So if your hair floats on top of the water, then you have a low porosity hair. If your hair sinks but just stays in the middle, it's neither up nor down, then it's normal porosity hair. However, if your hair sinks to the bottom of the container, then you have a high porosity hair. And for me, after the test I've done, I know that I have a low porosity hair. The other test you can do is the slip and slide test. So for that test, you take a strand of your hair, also freshly cleaned. You take a strand of your hair and then you slide through it. If your hair is high porosity, then you feel bumps along or across the hair strand. And if you feel just little bumps across the hair strand, then it is normal porosity. But if you can just slide through it without any bumps or interference at all, then you have a low porosity hair. And like I said earlier, after taking this test, I still confirmed again that I have a low porosity hair. What does it mean to have a low porosity hair? It only means that it's difficult for your hair to absorb moisture, and so you have to put in more effort in order to moisturize your hair properly. There are certain things that you need to do if you want to have a healthy hair and you have a low porosity hair, and one of them is to frequently wash your hair. You need to wash your hair because a low porosity hair is prone to product buildup, because you need to put a lot of product in your hair, and then when it absorbs, it doesn't give out much. So in the process of always putting in product in your hair, it builds up in your scalp, which is very unhealthy. So you need to frequently wash your hair, and when you do that, you can be able to properly moisturize your hair. Another thing a person with low porosity hair should consider doing, as a matter of fact, to do, is deep conditioning. You need to find a deep conditioner that you feel comfortable with, and avoid too much protein treatment. So you can do protein treatments once in a while and deep condition your hair frequently in order for moisture to get into the strands of your hair. There are quite a few deep conditioning DIYs that you can do at home and at your own time. And it is important for you to do all of that so that you can keep your hair moisturized. The other thing you need to consider doing is using less of leave-in conditioners. So because most of the leave-in conditioners that are out there are protein-based, and your hair doesn't really need protein-based products, you should always look out for alternative hair conditioners, or you can even make a DIY hair conditioner at home with products that are more suitable for your hair type or for the type of porosity your hair has. So some of the products that a person with low porosity can use are coconut oil, castor oil. You can also use honey and glycerin. So these are light oils and light products which you can easily moisturize your hair with while avoiding too much buildup. And the major reason why you need to know your hair porosity is that it guides you to know which product you should use for your hair, how much moisture do you need to add to your hair in order to moisturize it. Please note that in order for you to have a very healthy hair, you need to have your hair moisturized all the time, because dry and brittle hair is prone to breakage, and such hair hardly ever grows. So if you have a low porosity hair, you should pay attention to moisturizing your hair if you want to grow a healthy hair. So these are some of the things you need to know about your hair. I will be sharing some few other things you need to know about your hair in the second part of this video, which I'll be sharing very soon. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel